Okay, so for today, we're gonna build a movie API. And as you can see, I've already built this. So let's run npm run dev. Click. It's already running. As you can see, if I go to localhost here and say localhost 5004, because my port in 5004 and slash API, because I have in here API. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here I have API. So let's try to send a request to get all the movies. So if I click, voila, I have 3 movies here currently. Now, if I go to my VS Code, as you can see in the console, I have something nice. I have the date here, which is 20th of September 2024. I have the time here, 9/11, and I have a request get to which route to slash API, as you can see. So that's what we call logger. Logger is quite nice to see in the console like that. If you have any request coming to your server, you can see the different requests. And also now we learn how to save these requests in a file. So if I go here, as you can see, 2024, 9/20, 9/11, this one, this request here, get slash API 2. Let's try to send another request to get specific movie 2. For example, click, I got movie 2. And if I go to my console, same idea, get slash API slash 2. And here in the log, as you can see, slash API slash 2. So the idea here, we can save different requests to a file like that. We can know how many requests come into our server. And that's what we begin trying to build. So first, let me go quickly here, config. Again, I will not need anything for now. Controller, I have movie controller. I'm going to remove everything. I'm going to delete it. Logs here, I'm going to delete this file. I've created a new folder called logs. And logs, as you can see, we will save here all the requests coming to our server in this log here. Middleware, I have create log. Now we're going to create it together. So let's delete it. And let's delete this one. After that, with module, I don't have anything, so I don't want to worry about it because we didn't study database yet. I have a folder called public. Inside public, I have CSS and image. And then in route, I have movie route, so I'm going to delete everything as well. Util, I have one function. I'm going to delete it as well. Let's delete it. And in view, I have 404. I have 2 HTML. I'm going to delete them. Of course, I have my Babel setting. Don't get ignored. You already have those. A prettier, some setting for my prettier. So just to format my code. I've seen some of you, when you finish your project, Cat API, you did not format your code. When you finish your project, what you can do, you can just run npm run format. Click enter, and it's going to format your code. So it will make all your code good enough because some code was not formatted. If I go to package.json, so I have format and I already have a prettier. Okay, what's the last one here? View, I have everything, package.json, and click, let's delete this one. Let's delete everything. And I'll run my server, npm run dev. Voila, my server is running. I have nothing. I don't have a server, but it's running. If I go to package.json here, I still have .env express as a dev dependency. I have Babel plugin. I have Chalk. Now we'll see why you're using Chalk. Chalk is very small library. We can use it if we want to color anything here in the console. If you want to color something, we can use this library Chalk. NodeMoon, I don't need NodeMoon because I install it globally, so I will really not need this one. Prettier, just to format our codes, that's it. So the first step you're going to do, and of course it's explained in README in detail. So if you go to README, telling you what you do, npm install, and then you need to create a .in file. I already have .in file. In case you don't have it, you can add the port here, 5004, and then npm run dev. So everything is explained in detail. Now, first step, after I create my repo, I will just say npm I to install all the dependency. I have all the dependency. Now I need to run my server, so npm run dev. Voila. If you have any question during the explanation, you can, of course, ask me. Now, what will be the first step here? What should I do first? Any ideas? What should I do first?
Create a server.
I'm sorry?
Create a server.
Before creating a server, I need to import some stuff, right?
Yes, Express.
before express, I will need here the pass module, and I need to define the dir name. If you remember the dir name here, so I need to
FS.
import. So if I don't need file system here, but I will need something from pass, and I will need something from URL. Import pass, right? Import pass dir name. Do you remember that? Dir name from pass. And also I need to import file URL to pass. So file to URL to pass, as you can see. So I've installed, I will need these two. Why? Because now when I'm trying to send, because I will teach you now how to send in views, how to send HTML to the client. And in order to do so, I need to define the path. I need to tell Express, okay, I want to send this file. So I need to define the path. And that's the reason why I need these two to create my path. Is the idea clear? I cannot see you. So if it's not clear, let me know. Yes, no?
Yes, it's
Hello?
clear.
Yes.
Good. Okay, fine. Now, what do I need to install after that? I need few library. Can anyone tell me what's the library I install as a dependency? I need Express, of course, and I need .env. So I will make some space, and I say import Express from Express, and then I will need to import .env. So import cat, go there, baby. Papa is working. Import .env from .env. That's great. Now notice I make some space here. Why? Because first I am adding the built-in modules. That's the built-in module in Node. Then after that, like that, I can read them very quickly, and I know, okay, this is the library installed. This is the built-in module. Okay, that's good. Now what should I do after that? What will be the next step? Do I need to load the environment variable or not?
Yes, you have to do config.env.
So I say load environment variable, and I will say .env.config, and now here I can define also my port, right? So I can say const port, it will be equal to process.env.port capital, or now here, if I go to my port in .env, it's 5004, so here I will make it 5003. Voila. Again, you can make it 5000 if you want to. There's no problem here. It's fine. After I load my environment variable, and I define my port, what should I do?
I will need call Express. No?
Before Express, I need to construct the path. I told you I will need the path here. How can I construct the path? So I can just say construct path. How can I construct the path? Anyone remember? How can I construct my path? I can just say const __ file name. You forgot already? It's equal to file to URL, and then I will say import meta URL. But I don't want the path to this file. I want the path to the directory. Can anyone tell me how can I get the path to the directory? Come on, guys, we studied before. Path is equal to dir name, and I will pass this file name. So I can just say const pass all cap. It will be equal to dir name, file name. So like that, I've constructed the path here to the directory, which will be movie API. Because now I need to tell Express if I'm going to send a file, I want you to go to view, and then I want you to send this HTML. So I will need the path. Okay, so first I import my path and dir name. Dir name here is named import. That's the reason why I need to add curly brace here. File URL, I'm importing my Express. I'm loading my environment variable. I'm defining my port. I've constructed the path, which is good. Now I need to initialize what?
Express.
Yeah, so let's initialize Express. Initialize Express. How can I initialize Express?
Const app equal to Express.
App, it's equal to Express. Why I'm doing Express executing in this way? Because Express here, actually, it's a function. So if I go to the documentation, what Express exporting here, it's a function. That's why I need to execute it this way. That's okay. After that, what should I do? I will need to send some data from the client to the server. So what should I do?
Maybe some middleware?
Before the, yes, some middleware, but what's the R there?
Parsing the
Yeah, parsing, yes, I need to parse. So parse JSON and body. So say just parse request body. How can I pass request body? App.use JSON, and then app.use express.url encoded extended true. So here I will just say app.use express.json to parse JSON, and now I need to also parse the body in case I'm sending any data with the URL. App.use express.url encoded extended true. Is that okay? It's the same what we did yesterday, nothing new. I just here the new, I'm adding those two and I'm constructing the pass. That's it. Is it okay or not?
yes.
Okay, so what should I do after that? Maybe I can listen to my server if I want to. So let's just type here, listen to server, and listen to server app.listen port. A server is up and running. And here I will do one to define the port. I've seen some of you making some mistake. Here it's https://localhost. And then I have colon. And there is no space here. Voila. So as you can see now here, I have http localhost 5004. And if you are in Mac or Windows and you click, if you are in Windows, you click Control and move your mouse here, it's just like a link. You can click on it. Also on Mac, if you click on the command and click on this one, it's like a link. But I don't want a link because simply I have my Postman. I want to send a request here. Now, so far it's fine. I've created my simple, let's say, server. I'm not handling anything. I'm not handling any route. I'm not doing anything. But now I need to handle a few stuff. What should I handle here?
The error.
404 first, then error. So now I need to handle 404. Can anyone tell me what is 404? What is 404?
Not found.
Page is not found.
That means it's not found. It's client error. That means when the user try to send a request to a route which does not exist. How can I do that? App.use asterisk, and then I will have a request and response, and then I can send something to, back to the user. So what I'm going to do here, I can just say app.use, and what I told you, what is the asterisk stand for?
It's for every page.
For every route, yes, it's for every route which does not match my route. And here I just put my function, and my function, of course, I will have a request and response here. Request and response. What do I want to send to the user if the page not found? What can I use?
It's not found.
So first it will be res.status. What is the status?
404.
404, and I can send here page not found for now. Now we will learn how to send an HTML, but now we will just say here send. Remember, I can send any string here. But when I say JSON, I cannot do that. JSON require an object. Because some of you yesterday did the same mistake. Putting here JSON and passing this way. It's not possible. If it's JSON, you need to make an object like that. So you need to make an object and say message is equal to this one. But I don't want to send JSON. I want to just send here. I want to send a text like that. Voila. So I'm handling 404. After that, I need to handle something else. What it is? What it is? I need to handle something else. What it is?
Another error.
So it's not another error. 404 is not an error. 404, that means the route does not exist. But errors, that means I have an error in my server. So here it will be the same app.use. And when we are using error as a middleware, I will have 4 parameters. I will have error first, request, response, and next. Of course, I don't need next, but I'm gonna just put a next here, and then here I can console.log error.stack. error, it will be object, and stack, that means the information why I am getting this error. You can just log the error if you want, or the stack. Then I need to send a response to the user with status 500, and 500, that means server is down. And I can say here server is down, for example, something like that. Voila. And now I've handled my error. I've seen some of you handling the error before handling the 404. Now maybe there is no different for you, but later on you will have some differences. So it's always a good idea to handle the 404 before handling the error. And because I told you the order in this file is very important. So all the time handle 404 first, then handle the error. Also for the comment, I've seen a lot of you commenting some stuff which is not necessary. Notice what I am commenting. I'm just commenting this one to divide my code and make it very understandable. I don't have to explain the code because I'm a developer, I can understand the code, but I'm adding just this comment here to make sure where each one it exists and what I am doing. Is that okay?
Yes. Yep. And Samir, on the line 28, there is next, but you didn't execute it. So you need to execute, or you can remove it, or why okay. Do we use next?
That's a good question. Now, if I have an error in my server, should I send a response to the user and stop everything, or should I pass? Now, even if I use next, now, if I use next here, the request, it will go here. But do I have any API here at the end? Do I have anything here? So here, if I say next here like that, next, what next going to do, it's just gonna, I'm sorry. So what's next is doing here is gonna pass the request to the next line, let's say. In this line, after line 32, do I have anything here? Do I have any API? Do anything handling is the API?
No.
That's the reason why I shouldn't send next, because I have an error in my server, so I should not send the request down. No, I should send a request to the user, a response to the user, and tell him my server is down. But if I put a middleware here, it's different, because here, yes, I still have API later on. So I need to pass my request to the other API down, but here I don't have anything down. You got it, Agnieszka?
Yeah, but we need to write it next in the parameters.
No. But I'm just writing it for you so you know for the error we have 4 parameters. But here, because I'm not using it, I don't need it. But again, I'm just writing it for you to know that I have 4 parameters, okay?
Okay.
Good. That's why I'm telling you the order is very important, because here, after this handle error, I have nothing. So it doesn't make sense to add next here. But if I have a middleware here, it does make sense, because here now I will add my route. So it does make sense to pass the request. Okay, now if I send a request to my current server, what do you think I will get? If I send a request now to my current server, what do you think I will get? Go from the top of the server and go down. What do you think I will get? Or what will I get? Anything?
Nothing, because I don't have controllers.
Yeah, okay. Now, if I send a request, it will come here, it will come here, Express will be initialized, it will parse the body, but I have handle 404. That means any route does not exist. Currently, I don't have any routes. That means it will hit this one, and it will send status 404, page not found. Yes, Umra? 404, that means if there is no route, this one, it will be executed. Do I have any route currently?
No.
Let's try to test it. So it's just slash. I don't have API. It's just, it doesn't matter actually, even if I send it to this way. So as you can see, I'm slash API or anything. If I send a request, see, 404 page not found. Why? Because whenever I'm sending anything, I'm saying here everything. So I don't have any route. So it will hit this one, because that include all the route. Where any request I'm receiving, it will hit this one. And then it will send back to the user 404, this, which is telling me simply, this route is not exist. Is the idea clear?
Yeah, it's always also for only the port, the port 5004.
Yes, of course. If I'm sending to another port here, now it's 5004. If I'm sending it to 3, it will not work simply because
No. I want to say if you remove the API and the 2, and this is only the port 5004.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The same. Okay.
It will be the same. It doesn't matter because any route I'm sending, it does not exist. Any route I send.
Okay.
Now, currently, this route does not exist, so it will go hit as a 404. As long as I'm sending a request to this port for which 5004, it will hit this route because I'm handling 404. That means the route does not exist. Whatever the route, if it's /API or /user or /login, whatever, because I don't have them. Is it clear?
Yes. And in the browser, it will be the same.
Let's go to the browser. Now, to go to the browser, I can click Command and click on this one, and it will open my browser here. And let's see the browser here. Site cannot be proven security reload. Let me try to log it again. A local host 5004. Ah, voila, 404 page not found. There is no difference, Agnieszka. There is no difference between Postman and the browser when it comes to GET. The only difference here, if I have HTML, it will just show me here as HTML, but the browser, it will render the HTML for me.
Okay.
Okay. But the browser can do only GET request. Fine. Now I need to build, I need first to go to my route. What is my project? It's about movies, right? So now I need to create my routes. What will be the first step?
Import Express?
Yes. So I can import Express. Express from Express. After I import Express, what should I do? I need to create
a router.
Yes, so I can just say const router. It's equal to express.router. And after that, I can directly export it. So let me export it. Voila. I create my router. Now I need to create my route. So the first one, it will be router.get, right? Here, I'm going to delete this one. I don't need it for now. I'm going to just pass it function like that. So first, I need to get all movie / that means I will get all movie, right? I need to be able to get one movie. What should I do?
Router get ID.
ID. So I need to pass a param. So as you can see here, it will be router dot not post. It will be get. And here I need to pass a param. Remember here I'm colon ID, but of course in the URL I will not add column ID. I will just add an ID. Here I need to post. Here I need to put, and here I need to delete. As you know, put, delete, and get a movie by ID. I will need ID for those. The rest I will not add any ID. You may ask me, but this one is / and this one is / Yes, but the methods are different. This one is get, this one is post. So go Express is smart. You know what to do. I've created my route. See some of you here also commenting here. You don't need to comment. Just you need to comment routes or movie routes. That's it. Movie routes. That's it, because it's very clear. Now, what should I do? What should I do here? What should I do?
Import it.
Yeah, so I'm going to just say import routes. And here I can just say import movie routes from ./routes/movie.js. Make sure the name of the file is correct. After I import my routes, what should I do here? What should I do here? I need to use
route.
So I need to use routes. And app.use route. Here I will just say not /movie, but /API. Voila. You can say /API movie, it doesn't matter. Remember, if you add API here, that means each request now you are sending, it must be, let me move my Postman here. Each request, it must be /API now, because that it will add API to any request automatically. That means every time I'm sending anything, it should be /API. HTTP localhost 5004/API. That's fine. And the position here is very important, because first I want the request to go through all my route. And if it does not find the route, then I want it to go to hand 404, right? So if I put this one above, that's not a good idea. Why? Because if I put this one above, it will just handle all the route. I will have 404. It will not go through my route. First, I want it to go through all my route. And if the route does not exist, then I want it to go to 404. Yes? No?
Yes.
Good. So I'm handling this one. I have my routes, everything. That's perfect. What should I do next? What should I do next?
Controllers.
Yes, I can create my controller. So let's click on the controllers here. Click on that. Click on that. And of course, in my controller, I don't have nothing currently, as you can see. But now what I can do, I can just say const movie controllers with S, and it will be an object. I will directly export it, exp movie controller. Where should I put, where I should import my controller? Where I should, where do, in routes, of course. So I need here. So I can just say import a movie controller, and don't forget .js. Voila. Okay, how many controllers do I need? I will need to
5.
get movies, yes. So get movies, all of them, movies with S, and of course it will be a function. And now currently I'm just gonna create the functions this way. Voila, request and response. Of course I don't need that here. I need to remove this one here because the function I want it here. I can get one movie. I will name it get movie, not by ID, just get movie. It's clear that I'm getting single movie. If you like to name it by ID, it's okay as well. I need to be able to create a movie or add a movie, same idea, whatever you want to name it. I need to be able to update a movie, and I need to be able also to delete a movie. So that's all my function here. Now, after I import my movie controller is an object, right? And now what I can do here, I can just delete all of that. And I just say simply movie controller dot get movies. And I don't need that. And I can do the same for here as well. So let's remove this function. And I will add movie controller dot get movie, single movie. And then here it will be post, that means it will be create movie. And I will remove this one here as well. It will be update movie. And this one here, it will be delete movie. Same as cats, not a problem. Now, as you can see, movie controller is an object, right? That means each time I am accessing the object to get these functions, then I'm accessing the same object again, then again, then again, then again. Do you think this way is efficient, or there is a way better than this one? So my question, instead of accessing the object all the time, because whenever JavaScript accesses the object, it becomes a little bit slower because it spends time to access the object. Is there a better way instead of just doing that ... Can I do something different?
Destructuring.
Very good. So what I can do, I can come here and I can just say conf. Voila, I can destructure all the function like that, because as you can see, this is an object. So I can say get movie, movies, get movie, create movie, update movie, delete movie. It's equal to my object. And now it will destructure all of them. And now instead of accessing the object all the time, I can just type here, get movies. And here, actually, my code, it will be even better. And instead of this one, I can just say get single movie. And in here, I can just say create movie. And here, I can just say update movie. And in here, I can just say delete movie. Voila. Do you know what I did here? Did you understand what I did here or not?
Yes.
Yes, but how is it faster?
It's faster because first, as you can see, first, I am going inside the object. I am taking all the function out just one time. And then here, and I will have this function saved in a variable, and then I will access them. But if I say movie controller dot get movie, it will go inside my object and it will give me the movie. Next time, same idea, it will go inside the object and get this one. So like that, I am going inside the object only one time. Here I'm going 5 times. And of course, 1 time is much faster compared to 5 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be clear. Okay, that's fine. Now my job here is done. I don't need to do anything else here actually. So let me click this one. In my server here, I already import my API, which is good. I don't think I will need anything here. I will not need anything here. So let me go to my controller and try to finish my controller first. Now, when I try to get all movies, of course, currently I do not have movies, right? So I need to add, as we learned here, just currently, we will just say const movies. I don't have database, so I'm going to create my movie here. Movies like that. Come on, const movies. It will be equal to an array. And then here I can add a few movies here. So movie 1, I can name it ID 1, Inception, gender, some stuff like that, whatever you want to. That's fine for me. Is it better to make the ID like that, or is it better to make it string?
String.
Why? Why? Because when the user send a param, the param, it will be a string. And like that, I don't have to convert the param as a string. So when C/1, it will be string. I don't have to convert it to a number to get this specific movie. So it will be easier to make it. Guys, just give me a second, guys. Bonjour. Pardon? Non, les cafards. Oh, bien. Ok. Ça va, monsieur. Okay, guys. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so now I've created, I put my data here, as you can see, just because I don't have database. So what should I do here? So it's the same as cat API. So what should I do here?
Call back the function.
Yes, but what should I add in the function? Res?
Yeah, res.
What is the status? What is the status?
200.
200, and then I'm going to send my JSON movie. When I say JSON here, remember, let's see. When I say JSON here, this one here, I need to pass either object or array. Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Bonne journée. Hein? Okay, when I say JSON, I need to pass an object. I cannot just pass a string. If you pass a string, you will get an error. So either I'm going to pass an array, an object, and of course my movie here is an array, so it will be okay. Okay, and now I'm trying to get a single movie. What should I do? To get a single movie, what do I need?
Get
ID.
movie.
ID. How can I get the ID?
Params.
Request.param. So I can just say const ID, it's equal to request.param. And now here, after I get the ID, I need to make sure that the movie exists or not, right? So I need to check if the movie exists or not. So I can just say const movie exists, because I don't know if the movie exists or not. It will be equal, I can use find. So it will be movie.find movie if the movie.id is equal to my ID. Now, here, movie exists. How many options do I have here?
2.
2. Either I will have a movie or I will have a null. So what I can do here, I can just say if movie exists, that means I'm just going to send my movie, request.status, JSON, movie exists. But if the movie does not exist, what should I do else? What should I send? Res.status. What will be the status if...
Error?
No.
404?
Send a message.
404, so it will be status 404. That means does not exist JSON. And notice the message Adel here. It's not a string, it's an object. Message, movie not found. Or I can just make it nice here, and I can say movie with ID, this ID does not exist. So let me make it this way. And I can just say movie with ID. And of course, because I use backtick, I can just access the ID now. And here does not, or does not, I can add not SG, does not exist. Voila. Oh, that should be fine. I'm handle get movie. So if I have this movie exists, I'm going to send the movie. If movie does not exist, I'm going to send status 404. That means it's a client error because the client trying to access movie which does not exist. I'm sending a message, movie with ID does not exist. That's nice. After that, create movie. What should I do? What should I do? When I'm trying to create a movie, what do I need?
Name,
You have to
gender.
destructure.
Yeah,
name, gender.
genre, and year. Okay, where I will get them from? Where I will get this data?
Body.
Body.
So request.body. So here I can just say const name, and then genre year. I will get it from request.body. Now, if I don't have any one of those, because for my API, I want all of them. I want the name, I want the genre, I want the year. So I can just say if no name or no genre or no year, then I'm sending a user a request and I will tell him blah, blah, blah. For example, I can just say rest.status 404 and I say, please provide name, genre, and year. Is it okay? Else, well, else that means I will have the name, the genre, the year. I will have everything, right? So I need to create now a new object. So what I can do here, I can just say const new movie, which will be equal here, ID here, I'm just taking the links +1 and I need to make it string because I want all my ID to be string. So I can just stringify it just like a cat API. I'm just stringifying it this way. I'm only making here string. So just the ID, not the name and genre and year. Those are different properties. So I'm just making string just only the ID because I want my ID to be string, as you can see. Then I'm adding the name, the genre, the year, and now I have my new object. So first, what do I need? I need to add it to my array. So to add it to my array, it's simple. It just will be movies dot push new movie, and now I need to send this new movie to the user. So what will be the status? Rest.status how much?
101.
201, yes. 201 mean create a rest.status 201, and I'm sending the new movie. 201 means a new record is being created, a new movie or cat or whatever you are dealing with is being created, 201. And I'm sending JSON. That should be simple. Yes? Clear?
Yes.
Now I have update and delete. Of course, delete is simple. Let's go to update. Now, when I'm trying to update a movie, what do I need?
The movie.
First, I will need the ID of the movie, right?
Yes.
And also, I will need the new name, the new genre, the new year. So first, I need to grab the ID from request.param. So I can say const ID request.param. And also, I need my data, which is inside the body. So I can say const name, genre, year. I will get it from request.body, but here it's const. Voila. And now what I can do here first, I can check if the movie exists or not, because if the movie does not exist, well, I cannot update non-exist movie, right? So what I can do, I can check if the movie exists or not. So I can just say const movie exists. It's the same function. I'm using find and I'm trying to find the movie. Now, movie exists, I have two possibilities. Either the movie exists or does not exist, right? If the movie exists, so I need to update my property here. Voila. So if the movie exists, now I need to do something. If it does not exist, I need to do something else. Of course, if the movie does not exist, I can directly handle this one. I can send status 404, and I say movie with ID, with specific ID does not exist. That should be simple. So if the movie does not exist, it's simple. We can handle it directly. Just say rest.status 404. That means it does not exist. And I'm sending a message which movie with this ID does not exist. But if the movie exists, what should I do? If the movie exists,
you should update the name.
Before that, I need to make sure that the user send me.
Yeah.
I need to make sure the user send me name, genre, year. If he did not send me, I will not update them, right? So what I can do here, I can add another if here, and I say if no name or no genre or no year, and voila. If none of them exist, I will send a request 400. Or user, please provide name, genre, and year. But if all of them exist, I can add a lot else here. So now I need to update my property. So what I can do here, I can just say now movie exists. Movie exist. I can just take this one here, movie. That will be my object. I can just say movie exists. How can I access the name? How can I access the name?
Dot name.
No, dot name, it's equal to name. How can I access the genre? Same idea. And here's the year. Like that, I update all of them. Now, I need to send to the user the new updated movie. What should I do? res.status 200, and I'm going to send the new movie, which is movie exists. Is it clear? Yes, no? Question? Question?
Yeah, but because with cat projects, we had to return, I think, here. And now we don't need to.
Because now I am handling it with if and else, as you know. If and else. So what's happening here? If I have if and else, that means my program is go to one direction. Either it's go to if, either it's going to go to else, right? Okay, now notice here, if movie does not exist, it will go to here, it will send the request, and it's finished. It cannot go again to the if else, it's finished. But if the movie exists, it will go here. Also, I have if and else. That means either it will go here or it will go here. Because before, I did not have if else. I just have if only. And if I have if only, I need to return. Otherwise, my program, it will continue. But in this case, I have if and else. That means my program either is going to if or either is going to else. Clear, Agnieszka?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now here, of course, there is an easier way actually to do it. There is much easier way to do it. Instead of doing all of that, I can make it a little bit easier actually. Anyone? Okay, let me make it easier. What I can do here, I can just do this one here. No, it's fine. It's fine. It will be a little bit complex for you, so it's fine. So that should be simple.
Samir,
Yes.
can we write like if name, gender, year, like without using the not symbol and putting this
Yes.
like
So what you
updating?
So what you can do, you can say if name and, but you did it, if name and gender and year, then you can put this code here. It will work as well. But here I'm saying if I don't have a name or I don't have a gender or I don't have a year, I want you to send this one, then I'm going to use this one. But you can reverse it. So you can remove not and say if name and gender and year, then you will put this code here and then the second code here. It's possible. It's the same logic. Huh?
Okay.
Clear? Now we have delete. What do I need to delete movie?
I need an ID.
Of course, I need an ID. So I can just say const ID. An ID which will come from param, of course. Okay, now when I'm trying to delete a movie, I need to check if the movie exists or not, right?
Yes.
It's the same job we did here. I need to check if the movie exists or not. So I can copy this one because it's the same. Okay, now if the movie does not, I have two possibilities now. If movie exists, I will do something. If the movie does not exist, I will do something else. If the movie does not exist, is the easiest. What should I do if the movie does not exist? I will send a response to the user and tell him 404, this movie with this ID does not exist, right? So res status 404, JSON, movie with ID does not exist. But if the movie exists, what should I do? I can filter this array here. But here, when I filter here, I need to make it let because I'm trying to change the value. The easiest way, of course, there's many ways to do it. But the easiest way here, I can filter. I can just say movies. I take all my array movies. It will be equal to my movie. Now I will filter the movies. That means any movie with not the same ID, this ID I am passing, I will keep it. But if the ID of the movie is the same as this ID, I want to remove it. And voila. And here I can send to the user a message, tell him status 200 movie with this ID is being deleted successfully. Voila. Clear? Yes, no?
Yeah, Samir, but the filter method, it gives us another array. So it's not a problem because it doesn't change the array that exists, but it creates a new one.
Yes, but what I'm doing here, I'm trying to change my data here. See? Even if create a new, I want to update this data. So if I want to remove this movie, I want to remove this guy automatically from it. I want to update this movie, this array. That's the reason why I say movie, it's equal to movie. Because now what's happening here is a new array being created. It will be assigned to my movies. And I will have the new array. Okay?
So it's the best way, the filter method.
There's many ways to do it, but when we deal with real database, we don't really use filter because you can just delete it. With database, it's much easier. But now, because we don't have database, it's a little bit complex. We need to filter and do stuff like that. With database, we never do that. It's simple.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine. Now, my question for you, is there any part of my code repetitive? Something I'm repeating again and again in my code?
Yeah.
Which line?
The filter.
Filter, I'm doing it one time.
Find.
Filter, find. So as you can see, this guy find here, I'm doing it again and again and again. And of course, when I'm trying to find a movie, is that a logical function? So I'm trying to go through a data, which is an array, and try to find a movie. Is that a logical function, util function? Or is it, for example, component? We don't have component actually towards the backend. What type of function is here when I try to find something?
Util.
Util. So what I can do here, I can create this function out, and I can say const, let's say find movie. And to find a movie here, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pass my array movies, and I'm going to pass the ID. So here I'm passing all the movies, and also I'm going to pass, voila. Also, I'm going to pass the ID, and after that, what I need to do here, I'm just going to return the movie I find. So now this function here, what the hell, what I am doing? Yeah, equal here. Okay. Now I have a function, which this function, it will take my movies, all of them. It will take specific ID, and then it will return me the movie, it exists. If the movie exists, it will just return it. If it does not exist, it will return no. But this function, it's a util function. It shouldn't be here. Where it should be?
In utils.
Okay, so I'm going to util. I'm creating a new function, and I will name it find movie. Find movie.js. And here I'm going back to this one. Now I'm going to take this function here, cut it, put it here. Okay. I'm planning to use this function. What should I do?
Export.
Of course, I need to export it. Export find movie. That's perfect. Now let's go back to this one here. Now I need this function. What should I do?
Import it.
I need to import it. So let's import it. So import find movies. It will be from util movie find movie.js. Don't forget the .js. And now here, what I can do, I can actually remove this one, delete this one. And now I can use find movie, and notice find movie, I'm passing all my movies here, and I'm passing the ID. And now here I can go down and find here as well. I can remove this one. I can use my function find movie, pass the movies, which will be my array, and the ID. Am I using it somewhere else? Yes, here. Remove this one, and voila. And it will work the same. But here, as you can see, I make my code less repetitive, which will be better this way. And that's what we util function for. So util function here, as we study in the front end, that's the function. Of course, you can document the function. What this function is doing is taking the movie, which is an array, and then it's taking an ID, and after that, try to find if the movie with this ID exists in the array or not. If it exists, it will return it. If it does not exist, it will return no. Clear? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Should be simple. Okay, this one, this one, this one, this one. Now my movie controller is quite nice. Everything is organized. I have one util function. I put it here. That's really good. Controller, I think everything should be fine. Now I need to create a log here, actually. So what is a log? I want first let me test my stuff, and then after that I'm gonna create the log and so on. So let me go to my route so I know what route I am using. Remember, I have API here. Okay, that means I need to use API all the time. So first, let's try to get all movies. So I have localhost 5004 API, and I can just flash if I want to, and then click. And as you can see, I have movie 1, movie 2, movie 3, which is great. I want to get a specific movie. Now I need to use an ID. So let's try to get a movie with ID 3. Click. I have a movie with ID 3, which is great. I'm trying to post a new movie. When I'm posting a new movie, it will be just slash. And then here I need to go to the body, and I need to go to row. I need to paste JSON. So in order to make it simple, I can just copy this one and paste it here. Now I can change the movie. ID, I don't need it. It will be generated automatically. Let's say Troy, for example. The name of the movie, it will be Troy. And action, let's make it 2000 for now. So here, everything should be fine. The method is post. I have slash. I have no param when I'm trying to add a new record. I have the name, I have the genre, I have the year. Click. And voila, as you can see, for Troy action, everything is fine. To make sure, I'm going to get all my movie and see that Troy is being added or not. So let's click. And as you can see, Troy number 4 is being added, which is good. Now let's try to test it without name, for example, to see if, of course, it shouldn't work, but let me try to test it. Click. And as you can see, please provide name, genre, and year. So it is working as well. And if I remove any one of these, it will not allow it to work, which is good. Let's try to update our movie. Which movie I want to update? Which movie I'm trying to which movie you'd like to update?
Let's
try to and change the year.
Yeah, but which movie? Just a second. Let's see how many movies do I have. I have 3 movies. Which one do you want to change? 1, 2, 3.
1.
Okay, fine. It's not a mess, huh? 1, and here let's go to body. Let's go to row, and I'm not sure. Yes, I have JSON, which is great. I'm gonna remove the ID. I shouldn't update the ID. The name was something, so let's name it here. What movie do we have?
Titanic.
Let's name it Batman. Batman, yeah. Action, let's name it 2003, for example. And now here I am trying to update specific movie with ID 1, Batman, action. Let's click on it, and voila, I have the new movie. And to make sure, let's try to send our request again. And as you can see, 1 Batman and everything is good. Now, when I try to update anything, but I don't have all the parameters, let's try to update it again. It will give me, see, please provide name, genre, and year. Because I build my API that I'm asking the user, I'm requiring the user to send me all the parameters, which is good. As the last one is delete. I want to delete movie with ID 1. And here, all I have to do, click. And as you can see, movie with ID 1 deleted successfully. And if I go to try to get my movie, I don't have movie with ID 1, which is great. That means everything is working perfectly. Now, what do I want to do now? Well, what I want to do now, I want to create a logger. And you may tell me, what is the logger? The logger here, I want each time a user send me or send my request to my server, I want to see something here. I need to say, for example, the date. For example, today is 20 September 2024. I want to see the time. And then I want to see the method. What is the method? Is it get? Is it delete? Is it stuff like that? And to which API or which route he sent this request. So that will be very useful. Like that, I know what different requests come to my server. And also, I want to save it in a file. So what do you think type of function I can use? This type of function, it will be between the request and the response. What type of function it will be?
So middleware.
Exactly. So it will be a middleware. So now I need to create a new middleware, and I can name it create log or logger. Create log. nodejs. Okay, now I need to create this function. Const, it's normal function, create log. So what do I want from create log? Because it's a middleware, it will receive request, response, and next by default, right? All the time. If you are I'm saying this function, it will be a middleware. Because it's a middleware, I will have request, response, and next. Okay, now let me export this middleware. Let me export it directly. Now I want to use this middleware. How can I use this middleware? What should I do to use this middleware? I need to import it inside my
server.
Of course. So here I need to import middleware. Voila. What was the name of my middleware? Create log from middleware. Yes, .js. Everything is fine. So now I've imported my middleware. Now I'm planning to use my middleware. Where should I put my middleware? I want it to, each time a user send a request, I want to log it. So should I put it here or here or here? Which will be the best place to put this middleware? You can give me a line.
27.
Line 27.
27, of course. Why 27? Because the request is going here. I want all the requests go through my middleware, then go to my route. So I will put it here, and I can say use middleware. And to use middleware is just same. By the way, this one is middleware, huh? All of those are middleware, but they are built-in middleware. So I will just say app.use, and I'm passing my middleware. Voila, simple. And that should be good for me. So what is a middleware? It's a function between the request. So remember, the request come here, come here, come here, come here. It will hit this one, then it will move, go to my API, and my API, after that, it will, in the controller, they will send a response. But currently, I am doing nothing in my middleware, actually. So let's go back to my middleware. First, the first thing I need to do in my middleware, let me log something now. Just log hello for now. What should I do after that? I am inside the middleware. I want to allow the request to go. What should I do? Now the request, it will stop in my middleware. It will not go to my route. It will not go to my
next.
API. So I need not to forget the next. If I forget next, it will not work. And now here, notice, each time I send a request, I will have a log here. See, hello, hello, hello. Each time the user sends a request, it doesn't matter what the request is. It doesn't matter. Is delete? Is it all of them? Each time I send a request, as you can see, I have a log. And that's the idea of the middleware. Now I want to do something each time, and after that, I want to pass the response, the request to the other API. And Agnieszka, to answer your question, why I did use next here? Well, because the position here is important. Notice, I'm using my middleware here. I don't want the request to stop here. I want to go through my middleware and then go again to my API. Then if it does not find any API, it will go to 404. And if there's any error, it will go and stop here. So here, stop here. After that, I don't have anything else. So that's why I'm not using next here. But here, I need to use next in this middleware. Is the idea clear? Yes?
Yes.
Great. But of course, I don't want to log hello. I want to log something else. What do I want to log here?
The date.
Yes, so I need the date, I need the time, I need the method, and I need also the URL, where I can get the URL and the method. From where I can get the URL and the method?
HTTP.
No.
The path.
From where I can get the request, we studied that before, from where I can get the URL and the method.
Port.
No, from the request.
Maybe FS.
No, from the request. Inside the request, we have an object, and inside it, I have request.method, and I have request.url. We studied that before. Now, if I log the method and the URL, notice. Let me send a request. Click. Let me go here. See, get API/1. Get /API/1. Let's make it /2. Click and go here, get /API/2. So the method on the URL, we get it from the request. The request is big object. And inside this object, I have a lot of methods. One of them is method and URL. We used this one, guys, before when we try to build a server in Node. Is it okay? Yes, no? Yeah. Okay, now that's fine. I don't want to log this one. So I'm getting my request and response. Now I need to construct my time. So how can I get the date and the time? Can anyone give me an idea?
With the method.
What is the method?
There's nothing, new date.
Set time, something like that.
So const now, it's equal to new date. We study that in the front end, new date. Now, if I want the year, I can just say const year. It's equal now to get full year. If I want the month, so months, it's equal now to get months, but I need to say +1. Why +1? Why +1?
Because we started from 0.
Exactly. So months start from 0. So the December, it will be 11, actually, not 12. That's why I say add +1. The day, to get the day, it will be just now dot get date. I want also the hour, the minute, and the second. So here, hours, it will be now dot get hours, minutes now dot get minutes, and second now dot get seconds. Now, there is the reason why I make the month, the day. It shouldn't be date, actually. Here, it should be date. There is a reason why I make the month and day and hour and minute and second late. Can anyone tell me why?
It's a convention.
No, if the month is less than 10, I need to add 0 before it. So what I'm doing here, I'm saying if the month is less than 10, then I'm adding 0 before it. If not, I'm keep it as it is. Not just the month, the day as well. If the day is less than 10, I will add 0 before it because that's a format. For the hour, the same idea. And for a minute, same idea. And for second, also same idea. So whenever I have, let's say 1 hour, let's say now it's 2 a.m., I need to add 0 before it. And that's what I'm checking here. That's what you call ternary operator. I'm checking if the month is less than 10, then put 0 before the month. If not, keep the month as it is. So I'm using let here because I'm trying to check. I'm reassigning something. Is this code clear? Is this code clear? We study in detail in the front end. Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay. Now what I can do, I can simply construct my time here, or so just const, let's say message. Message, it will be equal to. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put first the hour, the year, the month, the day. I'm gonna cut it this way. It's just a matter of styling here. So you can put it the way you want to, but I like to do it this way. So I will have year, dash here, or maybe you can add slash. It's up to you. So I will say dash, dash like that. And here they are separated by this one. And then what I can do, I will add few stuff like that. And then I will add the method. And then here the URL. Okay. Now I can log the message. So let's log the message to see how it will look like. Let's go here and let's send a request. Let's go back. And as you can see here, I have 2024, 920 at 10:14:31. The method is get, and I'm sending it to which route? To API/2. Of course, I mean, in the console, as you can see, it's not colored. It's not nice. Can I make it color? Can I make it with color?
Yes, with the chalk.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I have this library chalk. So what chalk allow me to do, it's allow me to color the stuff in the console. So I'm gonna import chalk. So import chalk. Chalk is just a library allow me to color stuff, simply like that. Now what I want to do here, let me do all of those in one color. Let me delete this one. And let's say chalk. Now, if you say chalk dot, you can have a lot of color. You can have blue, you can have cyan, you can have gray, you can have green. So you can have a lot of color. And that's what chalk for, actually. it just gives me some nice colors. That's it. So let me go with, so I will make this one blue. So all of that, it will be blue. And here I don't like this one. I want the method to be a little bit different. No, not all of it. I don't want all of it to be blue. No, 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 no. Sharp.blue. Actually, let me make it string first. Backtick like that. And here I will say, because it's I will make it as a variable, and I will say chalk dot. Let me make it this one blue, for example. And in the blue here, I will pass the year, and so I will take year, month, day, hours, and minutes, and second. And then here, maybe it will be green. That will be good. So as you can see now, chalk here, it will be green. The method, it will be green. And this one here, it will be yellow, something like that. But I don't like this one, so let me add something a little bit different. Voila. And voila. It's just matter of styling, guys, not something biggie. So to use chalk, all you have to do chalk dot whatever color you want, and you will pass whatever you want. And now let's try to send a request. And as you can see, now this one is green, this one is blue, this one is green, and this one is different color. Let me make jump some spaces. So this one is okay, but this one is not okay. Send again. Voila. It's a little bit better. If you don't want to use chalk, that's fine. It's absolutely fine for me. And now what do I want to do at the end? I want to save this message inside the log, inside the file. How can I do that? How can I save it in a file? We study how we can save something to a file, right?
File system.
Yeah. File system, indeed. So what do I need? Import fs from fs. What else do I need? I need pass and dir name, right? Because I will need to define the directory, otherwise I will not be able, I need to define the absolute path. So here I need to import the path, and also I need the dir name. I need something else. I need something else. What is it? I need something from the URL. What it is? Import file URL to pass. Guys, what's wrong with you? Okay, let me construct my path here. So I can just say const file name. It's like we use, but I want the path. Const path.
Samir, now we are writing these movies to a file.
No, we are writing only this guy here. When I send a request here, I'm writing only this one here. So this stuff, only this one. Why?
Okay,
because
so
I need, I need to know how many requests come into my server.
Okay.
Like that, which time, how many requests I have. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm importing file system. I'm importing path and dir name. I've created the file URL to pass. That's the file, the absolute path to the file, and then the path to the directory which I want. Okay, now what do I want to save? Well, I want to save. First, let's log it, and then after that, save it here. So you can say const. I will not save it this way because I cannot save it this way because, as you can see, I'm using chalk. So what I can do, I can just say create a new variable const log. Yes, like that. So here in the log, I'm not using any chalk, as you can see. I have year, month, day, space, hour, minute, second. Then I have the method, then I have the URL, and then I have a new line. Now, all I have to do now, I need to write it. I need to write it to this file. How can I write? Do you think it's a better idea to write it or append it? It's the first question. Should I append the log or should I write it? And why?
It's better to append.
Of course, it's better to append because if I write each time I'm sending a request, it will remove the old one and add the new one. So I need to append. How can I append? fs.append. Guys, what's wrong with you? fs.append file, and I'm gonna do it here asynchronously. Now, what do I want to do here? To append file here, I need to construct, I need to say the path. What is the path here? So I have the path to the directory, that's my directory, but I don't want to go to the directory. I want to go inside logs, and here I want to create a new file here. So how can I do that? I can say path dot join, and then here I need to pass the pass all cap, and after that, what should I pass else? What else? So the path, it will be the path to this directory movie. What should I also pass?
The name of the directory.
The name of the directory, then the name of the file. Indeed. So what is the name of directory?
Logs.
Logs. Logs. And what's the name of the file?
Logs.txt.
Yeah, you can name it logs.txt. txt, and it need, oh, come on, txt, and it need to be string, of course. What the hell is going on? Yeah, I forgot the string. So what's happening here? Well, what's happening here, I am passing the absolute path to the directory, which is movie API, but I don't want to go inside movie API. I want to go inside the logs, this folder. So I am passing comma logs as a string. So what's happening here, depending the operating system, if I'm using Mac, it will add the whole path and slash logs, then slash logs.txt. But if it's Windows, it will take the whole path, then backward slash logs and backward slash logs.txt. So I've passed now the path. What else do I need? What do I want to append? What do I want to append? What do I want to append?
The log.
Log. And of course, because I'm using asynchronous call, I will have a callback function with one property, which is called error. If I have an error, what should I do? I can just log the error, simply like that's all I need. If error, console.log error, and we are done. That's it. It may look very complex, but actually it's very, very simple. We have already know all of that. I'm just grabbing the method, the URL from the request. I'm creating just a new date. I'm just formatting the month. If there is, if less than 0, I'm adding 0 before them for the day, hour, minute, second, all of them. Then I'm here, I'm making a message, I'm coloring it just for the cancel here. And then that's my message I want to save here. And then here, I'm just appending it to a file. But when I append it to a file, I have the path here to this directory, which is movie API, but I don't want to go inside movie API. I want to go inside movie API. I want to go inside logs, this folder. So I will say path, comma, logs, comma, what's the name of the file? I will name it logs or log.txt. And here, what do I want to save? I want to save this string. And of course, I will have a callback function because I'm doing it asynchronously. So if I have an error, I will just log it, the error. Let's try to test it to see if that will work or not. So let's send GET request, and voila, it looked like I have an error. No such file directory open user sam / middleware log. Yeah, but why I'm passing middlewares? Here it's going to some middleware. / movie API / logs / log. No. I'm making a mistake. What is a mistake? Yeah. I have a problem here. Can anyone tell me what's the problem? Where I am currently? Where is this file currently? Where I am
Middleware.
I am inside the middleware. So what should I do? Should I go outside of the middleware or not?
Yes.
So how can I go outside? Any idea? How can I go outside? Again?
Dots.
How many dots?
2.
2 dots. So what I'm doing here, okay, that's the path to the, because the path here actually to this middleware here. So it gives me the current path. So what's the folder for this file, which I am doing? It's middleware. I am inside middleware. So I want to go out. How can I go out? Dot. I don't have to worry about slash. Remember, path.join, it will add the / / or backward /. according to the file, to the operating system. So we say dot dot, that means go outside of middleware, then go to log, then I want my file to be log.txt. So let's try to do it. Again, send a request and click. And now here, as you can see, I don't have any error here. Everything is good. Let's go here, log, voila, and voila. Let's try to send another thing. One. And as you can see, it's very cool. I now see everything here, and voila, it's been added. And like that, I know how many requests is coming to my server per day or per hour. I can see the hour, and I can decide if my server is handling them correctly, and blah, 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 blah. Is the idea clear? Question? 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 It looked like you did not understand it. So the last thing I need to teach you here is, what if I want to send an HTML to the client? So what I can do here, I can come here. When I have 404, I want to send an HTML page instead of sending this one. So how can I do that? Well, what I can do, I can go to view. So the view here is what you will see. It's like HTML and stuff like that. That's what you call them view. And let's create something here. I will name it 404.html. Voila. I'm going to create a normal HTML, as you can see. And here you can just add a title, page, not found. And here in the body, I can just add something, H1, page not found. That's all I want, nothing biggie. Now what I want to do here, I want when the user try to access something or a route does not exist, I want to send this guy here, which is this view. But how can I send this view? Any idea how can I send the view? How can I send a view? How can I send an HTML to user? Yes, I have the path, right? I have this path here, it is a directory, it's movie API. So what I can do, it's quite simple actually. I can delete this one and I can just say send. Send what? Send. You're with me? Send file. I need to send file. Okay, now send file here, it's just a function. Now I need to pass the path to this file. I need to tell Express where the file exists. How can I do that? How can I tell Express that the file exists in view and I want it to be HTML? Well, I already have the path to the directory. I have the path to movie API. What should I do after that? So it will be path. I can use, of course, path.join, movie API, and then
View.
Then 404.html. It's the same idea. So here, what I can say, I can just say path.join. All the time we use path.join. Why? Because depending on the operating system. So here I'm passing the path, and then I will pass the views, which is the name of my directory, just like we did, and the name of the file, which is 404 HTML. Voila. And let's go test it. But here we're going to test it where we will test it in the, I can test it here actually, it's fine. So let's try to do something like that, which it does not exist. Click. And as you can see, I have now HTML, as you can see. If I go to my browser and here, and I try to type something does not exist, let's type slash here and click, page not found, and that's HTML actually. If I go here, see, it's my HTML. Okay, that's very nice. We'll learn now also how to send an HTML. It's quite simple. And instead of send, I will just say send file. And I just need to define the path to this file. All the time when you have HTML or template engine or EGS, they will be inside the view. So what I'm saying here, I'm saying the path here, it's in this file, the path. What is the directory of server? What is the server? What is the name of the folder server inside? What is the name of the folder, the server file inside? Hello?
API.
Movie API.
Movie API. So I will just, as you can see, I will pass the pass, comma. Where I want to go inside views, comma. What is the name of the file? 404 HTML. And that's simple. Now, what if I want to add some styling? And that's the last thing I'm going to teach you today. What if I want to add some styling to my HTML here? Can I add some styling?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
of
Yes.
course.
Of course, how?
Maybe create a file CSS.
Okay, so now here I have H1 and P. So let me go here, that's in public. I have CSS already. And here's the H1, I want it to be text align center. This one, I'll color, I will make it blue, for example. Color, blue. Save. And let's go to my server here. What is my stuff? Refresh, I don't have it. Why I don't have
link.
Okay, let's
You
add the
have
link. Let's go here. How can I add the link? Link, CSS.
Special.
It will work this way?
The path, you need to change the path.
How? What will be the path?
So that's maybe.
What? Let's get out of, so it will be the path here. It will be let's say dot slash, and I will go to public, and I will go to CSS, and I will go to style.css. Do you think it will work?
Yes.
No, it's not working.
You can add some inline style.
Yes, but I don't want to add inline style.
Remove public, maybe, no?
Okay, now in Express, if we have something called public, so that's the reason why we have a folder called public. Public means that the user, the client, will be able to access this folder. That's what public means. So public means the client will be able to access only this folder. It will not be able to access anything else, only this folder. And that's the reason why I have images and I have CSS. But I need to make it public, because if it's not public, the client will not receive the CSS. So if I did not make it public, the client will not receive the CSS. I will not have the styling here. If I go here and I refresh, notice it's telling me style.css does not exist. It's telling me I cannot access this file. So what should I do? In order to make something accessible to the client, I need to add it inside this public folder. Now you may tell me, but the user access to the HTML. Yes, because I am sending the HTML. Here I'm sending the HTML to the user. I'm sending myself, but I need somehow also to be able to make the CSS public, like that the user be able to see the CSS. But here, to make this file public, I need to add another middleware to tell Express that this file, I want it to be accessible from the client side. So maybe I can add it here. It will be good. Actually, here or here, doesn't matter. So here I need to just say serve static file. Serve static file, that means the user will be able to access this folder. And that means, of course, you are not allowed to put anything you don't want the client to see. The public means that the user can access it. And in order to do so, it's very simple. I will just say app.use express.static, and I need to add the path to this file. So I can just say app.use express.static file, and now I need to add the path. So what is the path? I can use path.join again, path.join, and I can add the path because I already have the path to directory, which is movie.api, and after that I want a public here. So I want everything in public to be accessible. And now if I do that, say express static, and here I'm path.join, I'm passing the path, which is movie API, and then public. That means everything inside public now it will be accessible to the client, all the client. Is the idea clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, now the last one. If I go here, I refresh, I still don't have my CSS. What is the problem? The problem is here. What should I do?
From there.
Okay. When you make a folder as public, you need just to, as a pass here, you need to imagine yourself, you are inside public. So it's this way work here. So all I have to do, I need to remove this one and just add slash. So imagine yourself inside public. So what do I want? I want slash CSS slash style.css. And if I do so, and I go here and I refresh, voila. And now it's working. And now I have my style CSS.
Is what happening in React sometime on that you have to do the same. I'm wrong.
Yes. So the idea here, when you want, by the way, for the image, it's the same idea. If you want to add a link to the image, you will imagine yourself you are already in public because you make it public. That means it will be accessible. So you will say slash image slash the name of the image. And here I want to access the CSS, so I will just say slash CSS. It's like you, because here this part before, you cannot add dot, don't add dot, just slash. Because what's happening here, what Express is doing, it will take the full path you defined here. So I've already defined the path slash public. So it will take all these paths slash public, and then it will come here and it will add this one CSS slash style slash dot CSS. Is the idea clear what I'm trying to explain or not? Hello, no?
Yes.
So,
can we maybe add a picture so we can?
Yes, sure. Why not? I'm not sure if I have a picture or not, but let's see. You like cats, right?
Of course.
Let me save this picture. Save image as. Let's just say cat. And let's go into here. Empty recycle bin. Clicky, download. That's my cat. Let's just copy this one. And let me go inside my, it's inside HYF Future backend. BF, and it is my project, movie API. And where is public? Where is public? That's a public. That's the image. And let's add this guy here. That should be good now. It's been added. Or you can just move it to your VS Code. It will be added. So now that's my picture, as you can see. So what I can do here, I can now go to my HTML here, and let's add an image, img. And here, of course, let's say alt, it will be cat, for example. And the source here, it will be slash, what is it? So it will be slash img, right? Slash, what's the name of it? It's cat dot w-e-e. Let's go now to our server. Where is it? Remove, and well, I have my cat, as you can see, and the cat is available to the user. Cool?
Yeah.
Remember something. When you make a folder now, I tell Express that this, what is it? That this guy is public. Because it's public, what's going to do here, Express, it will already take the full path. So it will be user, for example, slash Sam, slash blah, 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 slash, now I will need public. So already this path is constructed. So you already need to imagine yourself, you are in the public. Then what do I need after public? I need CSS slash style.css. So this part here is already being created for you. You just need to add slash, not dot slash, just slash CSS slash style CSS. Of its image slash whatever the name of the image. That's how Express work. Clear? I think it should be clear if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah.